Now, we have a deliverability crisis, if I'm being honest with you. Most e-commerce brands, they're living in a fantasy world when it comes to email deliverability. They see decent open rate and think everything is fine. Meanwhile, actually up to 40% of the emails are either landing in spam folders, maybe in the promotions tab, silently killing the email revenue potential, or maybe, if you have Outlook or other stuff like that, they land in the other folder. So let me just be very clear with you. If your emails aren't landing in the primary inbox, you're actually burning money. And I'll give you an example right here, right now. Most people, how many people actually check their promotions tab? Whoops, whoa. How many people check this tab? You see how many emails are in here? And I keep my list like fairly clean. I check the tab. I'm not like most people. My email list, and it's very clean. Most people don't have a clean email inbox. It's very crowded. It's thousands of unread emails. And I'll bet you the promotions tab is looking like 99 plus. So you have to land in the primary prospects or else you're burning money. So when we order new clients or maybe future clients, we typically find that 20 to 35% of the emails, they actually never reach the inbox at all. They don't know. Hop into your Klaviyo account and click right now in your deliverability and see what it says. Actually, I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now with you. Let me hop into a dummy account. Yep, let's go. Let's see with the deliverability. See, 92. 92. That's perfect. I have another account where I can show you this. Yeah, we're going into deliverability. Let's see where it is. 82. Perfect. Over time. We signed these as a client in October. It was at 50. It's been down to 46. I don't know what's happened here. You need to have this like above 85 at least. It has to be at 85. So go check that out. So another 20 to 30%, they either land in the promotions or the spam folder as I just showed you. Only 35%, maybe up to 55%, will that reach the primary inbox where they will be seen. That's a crisis. All right? Get that through your head. This isn't just another inconvenience, it's a financial catastrophe because you're just burning money. So just 10% improvement in deliverability, that translates to maybe 10% more in revenue from your email marketing. So if you're doing 50K per month, that's an extra 5K just in revenue from your fixes about deliverability issues. Get this sorted straight. So in this guide, I'm going to show you the technical foundation required for bulletproof deliverability, how to diagnose exactly where deliverability stands right now, the step-by-step protocol, the ongoing maintenance, and yada yada. So we'll just get straight into this in a moment. So I want to turn your email deliverability from a liability into a competitive advantage. This is the distribution of the category just on average. 50% lands in the primary inbox, 30% of promotions. You won't get out of promotions ASAP and the spam. If you're getting bounces, fix that immediately. But yeah. So who am I actually? I'm JP. I'm the co-founder of Marketing together with my partner Paco. We transform email marketing from a neglected afterthought into a serious profit center, generating millions in extra revenue from e-commerce brands across Scandinavia and beyond in the world. This is me, as you see, pretty little face here, 27 years old. Here we go. My social media profiles are here. You'll get access to this document, by the way. I'll link this document in the description. So yeah. Let's get into it. Understanding deliverability landscape. So before I dive into this, you need to understand how it actually works. And this can get a bit of technical. So I made some graphs for you to follow. So in the early 2000s, when I was the young boy, they just look for spammy words. They kind of still do, but it's more into the cold email game than it is in the email marketing. This is the birth of the internet and so on. So IP reputation becomes critical in the start of the 10s. And then we have domain reputation and authentication takes center stage. And then we have all of these engagement. Base filter becomes dominant. And at the moment in 2025, this is where AI gets really introduced to the world with ChatGPT in 2023, I think it's launched. It's just taken over the world, right? So we're getting there. The 3 pillars of email deliverability. You want to have your technical foundation set up with the SPF, DKIM, DMARC, and all this other stuff. Then you have your sender reputation and your recipient engagement. Build it this way up, not the other way around, because if you don't have your tech set up, you're not ever going to land. So that's dedicated IPs. If you have these sending domains, obviously if you use Klaviyo, this is really important. You can do HTML structure and so on. And I'll get into some hacks down the road, but let's just get into this. Reputation is really just Google and Outlook and Yahoo and Apple Mail and whatever. There's okay, this is a good reputation they have. If not, they're marking you as spam, right? Always monitor your open rate, click rates, push for replies, man. If you send out email with replies, like, it helps so much, you won't even know. So all of these email filters, they evaluated it simultaneously, right? So you just don't ignore them. Like, you need your deliverability to be good. So Gmail versus other providers, you have to know the difference. I won't go too much into detail about this. You can look at this for yourself when you have the document. But most of the time, people have either Gmail or Outlook, actually. So where you actually send, most brands, well, they're kind of flying blind when it comes to deliverability. So let's fix that by establishing where you stand right now. So I've created, like, I don't know if you could call it a scorecard. I just call it a scorecard. If you have low open rates, critical, man. If you continuously see low open rates, don't send to these engagement. Create a segment, 30-day engage, the ones that open your emails, maybe in 40-day engage, the ones that always open your emails, and build that up slowly, because that will give you a strong sender reputation, right? And this ties into the poor list hygiene. If you get a lot of signups that are even like bots or wrong emails that you're getting bounces, well, again, your scorecard is just going to go way down the road. And you want high engagement rate for people to, again, respond or reply or open, click, whatever, so you can get a strong reputation. So right off, I've pasted in here some technical specs and guides for you to use. This is what we do when we take on a client. We want to check all of this. It's rarely that this is not being set up, especially with the 2024 updates that have been, but you can always verify it in your own DNS settings or use a tool like this. And then we want to create some send accounts. If you really like, if you're kind of effed, like, you need to do this if your reputation is so bad. So you can create some dummy emails and then do all of this stuff. It's rare in these cases, but sometimes it actually happens, and you can also test it out. So sometimes when I'm discussing over email, sometimes they're landing my promotion. I'll be like, yo, you're landing in your promotion or in my promotion tab. Yeah, like, better watch out and better fix this. So always when you're sending out some emails, you want to have a benchmark of plus 50%. I know some people say 40%. Get 50%, man. That, like, at least. And the ones that click the email and wants to open it, have that above 3. Reply rate, anything is good. Spam complaint, obviously keep this low. Subscribe rate, this is kind of, I don't know what to think about subscribe and what to say, because it kind of depends. If you have a big list and some people are unsubscribing, if you're sending out 3 to 4 times, they weren't really interested anyway. So, I mean, it's good that they unsubscribe because you're paying for these. If you're sending like 7 times a week and you keep getting unsubscribes, we'll obviously take a look at it, right? And always analyze your list composition. So, want to assess it. So this is just, again, what I've just spoken about visually. But keep in mind of the engaged one that are open the last 30 days, moderately engaged 90 days, unengaged, no opens in 90 plus days, and so on and so on and so on, right? So you want to have it like this. I said minimum 85. Critical, you got to do what I just went over. Problematic, probably might look at it, right? Might be a good case. And then here you can send out emails, but you want to give up to 85 and then just have that, or keep that, actually. So as I mentioned, most of the audits that we do for future clients and whatnot, and prospects, they are they don't know much about email deliverability. So there's always something to work on. The technical foundation, if you don't have it, yeah, it's kind of built on quicksand. So we gotta fix this first. Again, I won't use this video to go into step by step. You'll get access to this Gamma doc, but it is just a step-by-step guide where you can find some of this. And again, which host name or DNS provider you have, just correlate it into this one. Let's see. Yeah, this is also the dedicated. This is in Klaviyo also. I won't go into detail. Perfect. So your sender reputation, think of it like a credit score for an email. It takes time to build up, and you can destroy it in kind of a second if you take like a loan or whatnot. So here's how you establish and maintain a stellar reputation. You could do the IP warming, which is the strategic approach. I kind of touched on it a little bit, but you need this, especially if you're sending a lot. This is more into the accounts that are sending really, really, really high volume. But again, I won't go too much into detail, but you can see here what you can actually do. I want to get into some of the more exciting stuff, because this is just a lot of, I want to say, like word vomit. So here it is. Your recipient engagement, that's actually like the primary factor for determining your deliverability rate and how you can optimize it for maximum engagement. Whatever metrics you're aiming for in terms of how many you got on your list, if it's a big number or small number, always just go for the rule of thumb with the 50%. But you can do this if you want to really improve, create these segments. So build it, obviously in the red, these are like your, I want to say like zombies almost. They don't really do anything. So we divide it into, 3 categories to say, okay, this is great, this is not great, this is, in the middle, right? So do some of these segments. We call them email evangelists. Open or clicked in the last 7 days. This is your list where you have the most few people on it, because obviously you don't have anybody open your emails 7 days a week if you have a huge list, right? If you have, I want to know what you're doing. So probably around like you can cut off like, I want to say like 50%, 55% of your email list actually. And then highly engaged. This is also subjectively. This is what we do. You could do 7 too. You could do 14 days maybe. You can also do 30 days. You can do 45 days. Whatever works for you. But this is just a rule of thumb again. As I call like the zombies. If they haven't opened your email in the last like half a year, I mean, don't ever message them. In some cases, we actually change this number to 90. Because if they haven't opened your emails in 3 months, we're like 3 months, that's a long time. They've been seeing your emails for 3 months and they haven't opened one. Like, don't do it anymore. So what are you going to do for the checklist, for the engagement? Subject lines. Please keep these. Actually, I want to change this. I want to go like 3 to 6 words, maybe. 3 to 6 words. Create curiosity gaps. Shouldn't be like, if you're asking for a Trustpilot review, don't be the brand that says, hey, we need your feedback, or could you help us, or something like that. Do it, throw in an offer of some kind, so like get 5% off, and then they'll open the email and then see they have to give a review. That's completely fair. If you don't want to do a discount, do something else, right? Obviously, use personalization. The more you can do, the better. Obviously, that's why you see all these tools like Elvis and whatnot with AI relevant copy that is written in terms of what data you have. And always do A/B test if it makes sense, right? Preview text. Again, 3 to 6 words are said in the subject line. I actually, instead of the characters, we like to do 6 to 15 words because it actually depends how much or how little you want to say. I don't like, and this is just something that we do for our clients, we don't like that the subject line is 3 to 6 words long and the preview text is also 3 to 6. It kind of, I don't know, it just looks funny. Like, throw some more in the preview text, man. It's the preview of your email. Might as well just use it and optimize it, right? And again, don't use the same subject line. Do something else, right? Maybe introduce or include a hook in the preview text also, like a complementary to the subject line, right? But again, never just use the same one. Email content, clear, visible text in the first 3 scrolls. Most people actually just scroll 1, 2, 3 times, around like 33% of the email. Always optimize for mobile because 85% of emails gets open on the mobile. So makes sense to optimize for that, right? But you want to have both. It's not either on desktop or mobile. It's both actually. But remember to optimize on mobile because that is the secondary in optimization format that you have. You're always editing for desktop. Yeah, you get the point. Optimize for mobile. So strong visual hierarchy. You can do a hybrid. Either do a plain text, especially when you're warming up. You want to do plain text emails and not include images or not. If you do include images, please do alternative text and describe the photos and whatnot. Remember to compress them so they load fast and all of this good stuff. Just don't throw a lot of images into your email and just hit send. That's not how you do things anymore. And again, content worth sharing or forwarding. So if you send a good email, if you get forwarding or if you get replies, that's perfect. And then again, you're like small interaction points, primary CTA above the fold, you want secondary CTAs. You don't just want one CTA and then a CTA down the bottom. That's just dumb, right? Again, get these replies so you can get or build it up. You want to share it if they have something to share with, and interactive elements where supported, as in you can always maybe do a quiz or something like that. A quiz email is great for building also some fun into it. So this is what I mean by engagement rate. If people sometimes reply, they click or whatever, they just engage with the emails, maybe they forward or whatnot. It's just statistics that I found on the internet, so don't crucify me if some of these are wrong. I just did my research and put it in here. I don't know if you can use it for anything, but so I thought it was a bit fun. Like electronics is 10%, fashion could be up to like a 15%, beauty 18, 22, and also tied into which niche you're in, because electronics, that's probably not like a visual email as it is like in beauty or fashion, right? For home goods and electronics, food and beverage, like probably copy maybe ties a bit more into this and in the role. So how do you keep the deliverability strong? Well, it isn't a one-time fix, as most people say. It obviously requires ongoing maintenance, because you get a lot of new leads. Some are more engaging than others. Some write a wrong email, maybe a mishap or whatever. So you want always keep keep optimizing and keep looking at it. So every week, just do a quick analysis. Just quick look at it. Check your open rate. Review if you have any bounce. Monitor your spam complaints rate, your unsubscribe or authentication pass rates if it is. On your hygiene, you want to see all of these new bounces. Update your suppression list with your sunset unengaged flow. You want to run some re-engagement campaigns also in your flows. Clean, obvious, bad addresses. So if they have a typo or whatever. When you're testing and optimizing, do these. If you land in the primary or tab, just send something to your own email or your friend's email, your mom's email, or whoever, your brother, sister, whatever. You want to test the rendering across devices, so it's iPad, desktop, MacBook, iPhone, whatever it is. You get the point. You want to optimize for problematic templates, so don't just use every single template that's in Klaviyo. Build your own and be diversifying or diversified. And just review the results. Every month, you can go a bit deeper with a technical check. You can do reputation analysis, the health assessment, documentation, and reporting. Again, this is more into detail. You can get by with the quick view, and then maybe once every month, every 2-3 months. Take a look at this and just see where it goes, and monitor your score in here to see. Because this brand that we're doing badly, I don't know what happened here. And then we came on board in October, and yeah. You get the point. This is really important. So the brands that mastered deliverability in 2025, they're getting a massive competitive advantage. It's not that hard. It's not one of the most important things in email, but I guess it's kind of the most important thing, because if you struggle and you land in the spam folders and the promotion tabs, people are not gonna see your email and gonna buy from you, right? So do not leave this critical revenue lever to chance. Implement these strategies and watch your email marketing ROI soar. Get more lifetime value, get more revenue from your emails, get more revenue per recipient. This is just like ads. It is not just set and forget. You want to get out of spam and the promotions tab with all of this in order to create a strong foundation. So if you want to talk email marketing with me and you're doing at least 50K monthly revenue, just book a 15-minute consultation call. We go over through everything. I won't try to sell you on the call because I don't know if I can work with you. So let's talk about it on the call and schedule another one if it works. And if you want to learn more, hop into the channel, see more videos like this. We are going to post a lot. So yeah, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching, and peace.